Hey guys, Brandon from TNS Vapes, and today we're going to check out the VGOD Pro Mech 2 kit. I want to say thank you to the guys over at vprocity.com. They hooked it up so we could check it out, do a review on it. I'll have a link down below on their site. You can get directly to this for the whole kit, the mod and the RDA, 80 bucks. You can also use coupon code TNS Vapes. That'll get you 10% off your first purchase, so that's awesome. You want to use it here? Go for it. It is a single 18650 battery mechanical tube mod. It is a powder coated copper mod, and that's about it. We'll go over the details while we're looking at it. The RDA has a juice well of 2 milliliters. The pin is gold plated, stainless steel, has a 2-post design, and a bottom airflow. So those are the specs you get off the site. We'll go ahead and start looking at it, see what comes in there. So you're gonna have a sleeve that you'll pop off your box. I guess we can look at it. VGOD Pro. All your specs on the back if you want to go ahead and pause it and look at it. Specs for the RDA and the mod if you'd like to pause it and look at that. Slide the sleeve off. You have this little box right here with the VGOD soccer badge. Stop, beware of clones. Yeah, I know, VGOD struck my channel because I did a clone video like 2 years ago. Thanks, VGOD. Pop this box open, and you'll get the awesome case that these VGOD mods come in. I really like these cases that are good for traveling, stuff like that. When I go, on trips where I gotta fly, I can get all my vape stuff, throw it in here. You unzip it, open it up. You'll get a bag of goodies. You have an extra wave spring for the button on the mod, some coils, some O-rings, a screwdriver, and a 510 insulator, it looks like. And you'll also get a manual. Kind of shows you the workings of everything. And then on the inside, you'll have your RDA and your tube mod. So here's the tube mod, 24 millimeter mod. You've got your brandings on the top, all that good stuff. Your nice carbon fiber button at the bottom. And then your 24 millimeter blacked out RDA. The only one they have on their site is black. So you can see that's bottom airflow. Nice protruding 510 pin. This is a hybrid mechanical mod, so the pin will make direct contact with the battery. So just make sure you know all your battery safeties, things like that, if you're going to be toying around with a hybrid mod like this. Now with the mod, these little grenade looking parts do come off. They are sleeves. Pop them off like so. Top one just slides off. The RDA will hold it on. The bottom, get your button. Pop that off. Here's your sleeve right here. These are Delrin. Pictures, they look like they're metal, but they're Delrin, some kind of plastic. And that's what the tube looks like. All right, from here we have the RDA on a build station. As you can see, it has the VGOD badge right there. Top cap is 2 pieces. Pop this off. So you can see it has these 2 wings that stick down, so it will lock onto the RDA. It can only go in one position, which I really like that feature because it makes it easy to get an RDA on and off. You have your drip tip right here. This is not 810. This is threaded onto the top cap. So I feel like this should have all been one piece. I don't know, maybe they did different materials thinking it would cool differently. But this is proprietary. You cannot use your 810s, you cannot use your 510s, nothing like that. Drop into the deck right there. As you can see, it's a 2-post design. Your bottom airflow. Your bottom airflow will go in from the bottom and then up right there to that airflow hole. You got the VGOD branding right there, single O-ring. As you can see, it's kind of notched out. That's where those wings on the top cap will sit. You got the massive thumb screw nuts on the post. They are also slotted for Phillips and kind of flathead. You can get a flathead in there. Actually, flathead works better for me. These aren't the largest post holes, but you can get some decent coils in there. You have to set them on top of each other if they're larger coils though. So what we're going to do is we're going to get some of these coil art coils. vProcity hooked it up with a pack of them. They got them on there for a couple bucks. I think you get 10 in the pack. I've already pre-stretched these. These are actually the ones I've been using. I've already pre-stretched these. These are the ones I've been using. They look like Clapton twist with a larger gauge, maybe 22, 20, something like that. You get a 10 pack for like 5, 6, 7 bucks. I also have these linked below. So it is a 2-post design with bottom airflow. Makes it super easy to build on. You get your coil in and put your coil directly above this airflow hole right here, one on each side. Now this is optimal for dual coil. You can put single coil, but you'll have an empty side and you'll get shitty flavor off of it probably. So you want to make sure you have your coils, you know, semi-close over the airflow holes when you're starting out, and make sure it's not going to hit the wall of the barrel. From there you can get your post head nuts, your post nuts, start threading those on. When the coils are in, they kind of are in the way, so I just get them started, and then I will crank them down with a screwdriver. So we got our coils in position. Go ahead, grab whatever tool you prefer to use. Like I said, I like using a flathead on this. It's pretty easy. Thread down until it's snug. And just make sure these are positioned over the airflow holes. Now, one of the things about this RDA is the posts are very, very far apart. So unless you have an extremely wide build on there, you're gonna have to stretch it. I had to stretch these coils. I had to stretch the coils that I make. I usually make fused Claptons, and those are my favorite coils because I know how they perform. I can make them easy. I had to stretch those as well. So from here, get your cotton thread. That's why I love these things, man. They make it so easy, and I like the cotton. So you'll run your cotton through. I've already fired these. I've dry fired these. These are the ones I've been using. I just took them out for an example in this video. Juice well has got a good amount of depth. It goes all the way through side to side. This is not squonk ready. Does not come with a squonk pin. So just let that be known. So I will go ahead, get my cotton cut. Right about there. And right about there. Grab my tweezers. We'll go ahead and brush out the cotton. Just make sure it doesn't have any clumps or knots or buildup in there, anything like that, so you can have smooth flow of your juice. Cut these little stray pubies off. Then from there you'll start to stuff your cotton down inside. I always see people use tweezers when they do this, man. I try and use tweezers, and every time I try and use the tweezers, I don't get it as good as I do with just my coiling jig. I like using this. So, pretty simple. Cotton goes right down next to it. Alright, we've got the cotton positioned in there pretty darn good. There's not an insane amount of room down there, so you do have to be a little bit careful, just making sure not to overfill it. Alright, so we've got the cotton positioned pretty darn well in here. We will go ahead and take it off this build stand. So here's what you're looking at with it built. How we have the coils positioned over the airflow holes, just right over them. Nice big opening in the middle. You can see how we got our cotton packed right there. From there we'll grab our mod, one of the sleeves, put it on the top right there. Like I said, they just pop on. Get the RDA. Connect it to the top of the mod like so. We'll get our battery using a Sony VTC 5A. Gonna put it in positive side up. I'll tell you why in just a moment. Get your mod, flip it over, get the bottom sleeve, pop that on. Now let's talk about this real quick. Here is the button. It has a self-adjusting ring, just like their last couple mods, so there's no battery rattle. But you can see it has 3 pins in there that'll pop up when you hit the fire button. And then 3 holes for venting. So the venting is at the bottom, but with how these 3 pins that contact the battery are spread, they will not make good contact with the positive side of the battery. So you do have to use this with the positive side of the battery pointing up towards the RDA with the negative side down towards here. That being said, if a battery were to vent, it will vent out of the top of the battery, the positive side, which is going to be up top. So that's, the venting's down here. You should be using the positive side of the battery at the bottom, but you cannot. From there you can see the inside, nice copper, all that good stuff, really smooth threads. I mean, buttery fucking smooth, man. Then once you have it all tightened down, these sleeves won't spin much. Get them lined up like so. There it is, all built up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and juice it up with some of this delicious Gummy O's apple ring from Shijin. They sent the whole line. We got a review coming on this. This stuff is fucking amazing, man. So make sure to look out for this video. We're gonna go ahead and juice this up. We'll jump up top, start vaping on it and talking about it. So there we were down below doing a quick little build close-up preview of all the goodies for this VGOD Pro Mech 2 kit. Like I said, it is a bottom airflow RDA that it does come with. So just please be noted, if you're a type of person, I am one of those people that likes to blow their juice down the drip tip, make sure it goes straight down so it hits the bottom of the well and then spreads out to the cotton. If you do it in kind of cockeyed, it will absolutely 100% go down the airflow hole and get juice all over your hand. The throw on this button is extremely short, man. Like, it's just like I feel like I should be pressing it way more. Like, my finger barely even moves, and it starts to activate. So, depending on if you like a really short throw, it has that going on there for you. We'll start off with the cons on this thing. The button on this, the way the venting and the 3 pins on the button work and make contact with the battery, that's wrong. It shouldn't be like that. With the venting being at the bottom, you're gonna want the positive of your battery to be down there. In case your battery were to vent, it could vent out that way and not up here where it's just gonna build up a bunch of pressure and blow up in your hand. With that being said, I don't know if the 3-pin design versus a 1 center pin design has better contact. I don't know the voltage loss or anything like that. I don't have the type of equipment to test that. But like I said, with the venting being at the bottom, you want the positive of your battery to be closer to the venting, not the negative. So that button, I'm not a huge fan of that. The throw, really short. It feels, for me personally, this is subjective, I feel like the throw's a little bit too short. There's no issue with it functioning. It's just, I personally want a little bit more of a throw on the button, but the throw works, makes good contact. The tubes, like I said, they're Delrin, some type of plastic. I thought they were gonna be metal, but they look fucking cool, man. It looks like a grenade. That's what really makes it stand out, like a grenade slash dildo. So that's really nice. We'll go ahead and jump up to the RDA. Cons on that. The posts I feel are too far apart. Any type of coils that I use, I have to stretch them. I don't like stretching my coils out. I don't know why people say there's no difference. I feel like I notice a difference. So I don't like stretching my coils out in my RDAs. Also, the top piece. It's 2 separate pieces, but you can't do anything with the drip tips. So that should be 1 solid piece. Reduce 1 line up here. You don't need that. That's just another mess point. You can't use your 810s, your 510s, anything like that. I don't know why the fuck they would do that. We're in the world of most people use 810s on their RDAs, or if not, people use 510s. So it's nice being able to customize with your own tips. On this, you cannot. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the pros on the mod. I mean, it's a VGOD mod, a VGOD tube mech mod, and like always, they hit good, they feel great, they look good. You know, the performance from it is really good. Yes, it is just a tube, but as always, it's very, very well made. The threads are buttery smooth. Like, it feels like I'm just cutting through butter with a hot knife, man, threading it on there. Feels really good, I like that. It's cool that you can change these little sleeves right here out. I looked around, I saw some aftermarket ones. I don't know if VGOD makes any official ones, but they do have some out there so you can change them out. Make it look a little bit different without having to buy another $100 mod. That's a pretty cool feature, I like that. Sleeves are awesome. They do stay in place very well. They feel good in the hand. Like, once you tighten everything down and it secures the sleeves, they're not going nowhere. They're not really gonna twist unless you put, you know, a lot of torque on it. Like, I can do it and twist it like that, but out of day-to-day use, you're not gonna really twist it, and if you do, you just twist it back. RDA has good flavor, looks cool. It's fairly easy to build on. Like I said, you have to stretch your coils out, but it's fairly easy to build on. So there you have it. That was my review on the VGOD Pro Mech 2 kit. Again, thank you to the guys over at vprostudio.com. The link will be down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please go ahead, drop them, let me know. I'm Tina's Vapes, and results may vary.